Hello everyone. Let me bring you over here by the action to see what's going on. You see, we've yet once again hit a snag with this here. That's a sucky angle, huh? Let's not do that. Let's do this. Much better. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this off, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, look, man. I dropped it down here. All right, here we go. So, had good flight yesterday, like I told you guys, and was able to maintain the camera stability, but it told me camera card corrupt. I don't know what it is between me and SD cards, but we got a love-hate relationship. I love them, they hate me. So, of course, we're not going to make that mistake again. People hanging outside my house. So, what we're going to do is insert Mr. SD card, take practice shots, view practice shots on computer, then verify validity of SD card. And if all goes well, then this SD card is just fine. If all does not go well, then there's a new SD card on its way. It should be here soon, but I'll pick one up this weekend. You're under arrest. Feel like a convict under arrest. Alright, let's see what we got. Shot some footage with Mr. Droney Drone. Made some modifications out in the old Invention Center. I don't like the way that door just hangs, so I fixed that. A little Velcro magic, a little Gorilla Glue. Let's just see if this card is crapola or I fixed it right last night. That's never a good sign. I didn't hear that magic. Oh, alright. Well, we got it on mute, so you won't hear those magical little tones. Let's fix that. Unmute that. Let's see what we find. What do we find on the Magic Desktop? Empty. We don't see nothing. Let's make sure we got this in here. Oh no, that was the magic sound right there. Okie dokie. There it is. It definitely sees it. It says it is empty. This card is crap. Alright, let's see what's going on. I loaded some stuff onto the SD card, so the card is good. I believe Mr. Camera may be done, and that was quick, but a mere 3 or 4 flights. Piece of crap camera. Piece of crap pilot, but I mean, you can't survive 2 or 3 hard touchdowns, then it's not a very good camera, definitely. And mounting it on the bottom is for sure a bad place for it if you have such an inferior piece of hardware on your product. But let's see. I'm going with, there's nothing on there, but let's find out. Let's verify. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, empty. Empty, empty, empty. Mr. Camera, you're done. Alright. Drone. Come back. Drone camera needs to be replaced. So as you can see, we are out on our nightly adventure. Decided to pop up here. It's pretty empty. School's done for the year. All the little super next generation millennials are out. They're all out contemplating how rough the world is and what a horrible environment we're going to leave them, and how we're all so old and racist. Gotta love them. Anyway, tonight I'd like to bring everyone up to date on my book, because I keep bringing it up and I keep teasing it, but I don't talk about it. Anyway, about 25, oh, my son's 25, so maybe 35, 40 years ago. 35 years ago, 40 years ago would be way too long ago. I didn't have this idea then, but I had an idea for a children's book based on the story of something that's near and dear to all of us, money. And I just didn't think the timing was right and the atmosphere was right, because it had to do with, believe it or not, more than money. It had a whole story. It's a whole story. It has to do with racial tolerance and world travel and other cultures, and it's quite the nifty little story. Anywho, at present, I've decided to rewrite the story, because I had originally wrote it targeted for an audience of 10 to 11 years old, where they really could understand all those concepts of different countries and money and all that. But, you know, lately I've been thinking there's such a hole in the market for beginner reader books that I want to do that. I want to morph my book down, if that makes any sense. I want it to be a beginning platform. So it's going to be a challenge, because even though it's written for a child's mentality, I need it to be an ABC, spot C, go, do type deal. So that means making everything simply one syllable. And if you think about it, it's really hard to describe everything in one syllable, from the names of your characters to the destinations of your characters to the interactions they have. And it's very repetitive at that beginner stage. So I'm really going to be working on reformatting it, I guess, to be an ABC beginner book. So that's my challenge, because the book's actually written, but you know, I'm gonna be retouching it and vamping it down, going backwards. Anyway, that's what's going on my creative front. I think that's going to take me some time. Going out this weekend. It's getting really close. Almost time to do the Saturday project. This one's going to be at a really popular destination that costs you an arm and a leg. I'm going to show you how to at least save an arm out of the deal. Anyway, it's starting to be sundown. I don't think I should be in here that late, so let's get on up the road and start heading to the house. It's been a wacky day, just wacky. Thinking new drone field, drone field. Oh man, I am exhausted. I don't know, is that a constant theme this week? Do I keep saying that? Because it feels like I'm saying that every 5 minutes now. But, you know, we're halfway done, headed into the last, stretch. 2 more days, and then fun time ahead the entire weekend. Going out, going to make a night of it on the next one. The next Saturday project, it's going to be a whole night out to get it done. But just loving it. It's just hating the work week. And I don't know, I think I've mentioned this before, but it gets incredibly hard to concentrate at work when all you can think about is doing your creative work. But it's something you got to get used to. Otherwise, it's been relatively quiet of a week. Not too much going on. Everybody too concerned with their own problems and troubles to harass anyone. Love it when it's like that, which is the current climate. But, again, found myself daydreaming today, which brings down at workplace productivity. I mean, several times where I had to say, "Boop, wake up. This is not the time to be dreaming about, well, if I do this, or if I shoot it like that, or if I move it here, or if I go there, or what time should I leave? Should I go in the morning and shoot some and then go back in the evening and shoot the main body of it? It's not somewhere that's close, so it's not going to be convenient, but it's not that far that it would be impossible to do. So then it becomes a matter of you being lazy, but it's not really being lazy. It's just angst. It's that angst, man. When you get that angst where you want to do it, you can't wait. It's like, I know I'm set aside 6 hours in the evening and it should take 2.5 hours to shoot, so that gives me, 3.5 hours of extra time to not worry about it, but I'm worried. I feel like running out in the morning and shooting a whole bunch of B-roll stuff early on, so then when I get there, it's all the main body of stuff at night, but, and this is leading to not concentrating on the job, and not that I'm making any mistakes, because I always stop and double and triple check for that, but I would say my count is off by at least 2, maybe 3 conservative patients a day that I could be getting to, but I just find it increasingly harder to focus on getting to it until I get this next project that I want to get out of the way. And then I haven't even started the research for the Weekend Afters project that I'm excited about, so I'm, all right, maybe honestly, maybe like 5 patients a day. I'm slipping. Yeah, I'm doing a little DMX at the moment, but it's summer and it's slow, so, it's easier to slide under the radar, but I don't want to make that my habit, so I'm going to concentrate. I promise I'm going to focus the next 2 days on recouping those 5 or 8 patients that I've lost in the last 2 days and make it up so they'll never notice. And I'm actually going to get on there tonight and do some preliminary research, and that'll make me happy and ease my angst. But other than that, it's hard. Like I said earlier, book focus, YouTube focus, work focus, sun coming in July focus, coming in July video from Texas. So, and that's 3 weeks away. I'm excited about that. Got all that planned out, pretty much. I do. I know what I want to shoot and how I want to shoot it, but that doesn't mean anything. Anyway, with that being the case and this being the time, if you don't notice, the sun is setting behind me, and when the light goes, it's time for me to go. So, you guys know the drill. Comment, like, oh Lord, please subscribe. Love you anyway. Love you always. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow. I just had to do it because you know our deal. Gazebo, beach gazebo, on site during the filming of a Saturday special. I'm going to add that to Monday. We're going to add that to Monday's vlog. That's beach gazebo number 5. Well, gazebo number 5, but first beach gazebo.